for those who are in the afternoon connecting with me. It's 3:10 p.m. for my time here in the United States, and obviously I know that it's 8:10 p.m. in Nigeria. Fantastically, I want to say congratulations to many of us who have done excellently well today. For many of us, we had our sessions, we had our trainings, we had a lot of things happening today in different places. I want to say good job to every leaders who have coordinated something today. You are building your future, you are building your business, you are building yourself. So there is pride in hard work, and that is why you have to keep giving hard work to yourself. You have to keep giving kudos to yourself when you see yourself working hard. And for those of you who are not coordinating anything, you are not really making things happen, it is high time you start becoming part of the process that makes things happen. You don't understand. Just today, news emanating from Turkey, New Life has all it takes to pay you exceedingly abundantly more than you think of. You can become super rich in this wonderful opportunity if you just believe in it and you are working hard. Just today, Afis Tijani was paid about 100 million naira, as incentives. This can happen to anybody. This can happen to all of us in business because it's the same business, the same product line, the same marketing plan, the same everything. That's why if you're in business, you need to stay committed. You need to stay dedicated to what you have to build. This business is not difficult. It only requires your commitment. It requires your commitment. It requires your dedication. And it requires your readiness to be ready to make things happen. So once you are dedicated and you are ready to make things happen, then the business will definitely work with you and work for you. And for people who are connecting all the way from Ibadan, from Mina, Ibadan people, I want to have a meeting with you. I would like us to talk on processes and strategies to drive a better business for yourself in Ibadan. So after this meeting, Ibadan people should endeavor to call me. And to everyone, it's a fantastic time. It's day 5 of our challenge. And congratulations to those who have been recruiting new people to join them. Congratulations to all of you. And today, some people got sponsors reward, and some people are still on it. Miss Miriam, if you're online, please place a call through to everybody who had gotten sponsors reward today, because we'll be recognizing them in this meeting. Very important. So, welcome everybody to day 5 of our program. If you are connected to this meeting, do yourself a favor of showing your face. Showing your face has a way of making you concentrate. But if you don't show your face, you know you will not concentrate. So show your face. Let us know those who are on this meeting. I can see Iya Beji, Mrs. Umi Azan. I can see Mr. Lu Oyebola. I can see Biodo Okpabisi. I can see Victoria Fuakpe, Samuel Oyewole, Adenekan Shegun. I can see Adeniran Mopelola. These are faces I can see. I can see Adebusoye Bamidele. These are faces I can see on this meeting. So what does it mean? If you are connected to the meeting, try to show your face. It shows that you are concentrating, because if you're not showing your face, nobody can tell what you're actually doing. And this number is nothing compared to the numbers that were connected to the meeting yesterday. So what do? Get in touch with all your team members. Don't let us get to the middle of the meeting where everything is making a lot of sense, and that is where you now start calling them that this meeting is powerful. They need to see that it is powerful from the beginning. So let all your team members, let everyone who needs to connect to this meeting, them all be connected. We'll be talking on something very important today, and that is communication. You want to build a team. You want to recruit people to join your team. You want to massively have high turnout of people, high numbers of people. Then what does it mean? It means there must be massive communication. Communication is an expression. You should be able, to give informations out, and communication is the soul of business. When there is no communication, there is no business. You don't understand. I quarrel with a lot of people sometimes, and I say, how can you be working business and you're not communicating? So communication is essential in business. Two parties must communicate. Communication is a two-way thing from you to your audience, from your audience to you, from you to your team member, from your team members to you. So what does it mean? It means communication is very, very important. So are we good to go for today? I want to believe we are. So if we're good to go for today, the next thing we're going to do is that we're going to be sharing our screen, and we're going to make today's training very, very powerful. Ms. Miriam, if you're on board, please call those who got sponsors reward today to be on this meeting, because we shall be recognizing them in this meeting. So, very quickly, as I'm sharing my screen, we shall be talking about the different ways you can develop communication skills. We shall be talking about different ways to develop communication skills. How can you really develop your communication skills? I want to believe everybody can hear me. Communication starts from active listening to empathy, to taking notes, to being practical. You don't understand. This meeting, we're communicating, Abi? Now, if you're going to really develop your own team, you must communicate with them. So to start with, effective communication skills are indeed crucial for success in network marketing. Effective communication skills are indeed crucial for success in network marketing. Whether you are presenting your product or opportunity to prospects, training your team, or building relationship with customers, your ability to communicate effectively can greatly impact your results. So how you communicate with people will greatly impact your results. And here are some key elements of effective communication in network marketing that I want to look into. Please make sure your device is mute. I've been trying to mute a lot of people today. Ensure your device is mute. If your device is not on mute, you'll be distracting us. It goes a long way. Please make sure your device is on mute. All right, so effective communication. You are talking to people. You have to be clear and audible. People need to understand what you are saying. You don't understand it now. So let's start. If you're going to be a good communicator, you must first be an active listener. Before you can communicate very well, you must first have listened very well. That's why you see when we connect to this meeting, I say, don't just connect to meeting and don't connect to meeting for religious purpose. Religious means you do it because your leader asked you to do it. No. If you are in the meeting and you don't listen very well, you will discover that you will not be able to pass information very well to your own team member. You won't be able to pass information very well to other people. So, how active you are in listening would develop your communication skills. One of the most important aspects of communication is listening actively. When engaging with prospects or team members, give them your full attention and show genuine interest in what they have to say. When engaging with people, you're engaging with prospects, you're engaging with team members, give them your attention. The same attention you give when you're connecting to training. This attention is what will show that you even know what to say next. If your attention is not optimum, you will not know what to say next. And when you don't know what to say next, then there is no business. So this helps you understand their needs, their concerns, and motivations, allowing you to tailor your message accordingly. You know, yesterday we were talking about you have to know their needs. You know, before you can develop a brand, your brand must be a brand that can understand the needs of people. So in the reasons, if you are not an active listener, you can't know what people need. It will be difficult for you to communicate to them what they need in such a way. This business has a lot to offer. I've seen people join this business because they just want to learn how to communicate, how to talk, how to overcome the fear of rejection. I've seen people join this business because they want to overcome the fear of stage fright. So if you don't know what people need, you will not be able to know how to communicate with them. Number two thing you need, if you want to be an effective communicator, is to learn to build rapport. You must know how to build rapport. You must know how to build rapport with people. Building rapport is about establishing a connection. Building rapport is about establishing a connection and fostering a positive relationship with your audience. Building rapport is about establishing a connection and fostering a relationship with your audience. You're a director, you must learn to build rapport with your senior manager team. You're a senior manager, you must learn to build rapport with your distributor team. If you are a Sapphire director, you must know how to build rapport with your director team. So what does it mean? It means rapport is all about establishing connection with one another. Finding a common ground, ask open-minded questions, and show empathy. Empathy. You can't communicate well with me if you don't put yourself in my shoe. And that's why you can't communicate well with other people if you don't put yourself in their shoe. You need to show empathy. You guys there must be this connection, there must be this rapport, there must be this flow. That is why it will be difficult to train somebody you don't flow with. It will be difficult to train somebody you don't have a rapport with. And it will be difficult to recruit somebody you don't have a rapport with. Even if peradventure the person joins your team, because you don't build rapport, you discover that it will be difficult to flow through with that person. And that's why when a new person joins your team, most especially if you are not the one who did the session that made the person come in, the first thing you need to develop is rapport with that person. If you don't develop rapport, it will be difficult to carry the person along. It will be difficult. So it's not just about people coming to your team. Don't forget that recruitment goes into sponsoring. It's not just about bringing people in. Your work is not complete if people just come into business. Your work continues until the person knows how to make his first money in business. Until the person can make his first money, his first naira, his first dollar in business. That is when you have successfully registered somebody. So what does it mean? It means there must be this connection. People are more likely to engage and trust you when they feel a genuine connection. Genuine connection. When people know that you're genuinely involved with them, not because of what you want to gain, but because you're genuinely concerned about them, then you can build rapport with them easily. Another thing is, your messages have to be clear and concise. Your messages have to be very clear and concise. If you are really going to deliver effective communication, don't mix the words together. You have to be clear in what you are saying. If you want to say a sentence, say it and complete it. When delivering your message, strive for clarity. Strive for what? For clarity. Strive for clarity and conciseness. Avoid jargons or complex terms that may confuse your audience. Avoid jargons or complex terms that may confuse your audience. Break your information into easily understandable points and use compelling languages to captivate your interests. Join my business. This business will do this for you, will do this for you, will do this for you. It's not join my business. You don't know what this business will do for you. You have not really communicated anything. So you have to be clear and concise, because people want to know, what is it going to do for them? If they decide to join you, what are they going to get in return? What is in need for them? People want to know. And that is why you have to be clear. Another thing is tailor your messages. Tailor your message very well. Different individuals have different needs and motivation. I've said this so over and over again. What motivates Mr. A is different from what motivates Mr. B. So what does it mean? It means different individuals have different needs and motivation. Different individuals have different needs and motivation. So to resonate your audience, customize your message to address their specific concern and aspiration. So you must know the motivation. Do you understand? To resonate with your audience, customize your message to address their specific concerns and aspirations. Show them your product or opportunity. Show them how your product or opportunity can solve their problems and fulfill their desires. So people need to be clear. But remember, before you can communicate well, you must initially, you must connect with them. You must build rapport. So don't forget it. You must build rapport. You must show concern. You must show that you are in their shoe. Because if there is no connection and you are just talking, the message no go get home. So it's not just about speaking to people. It's about knowing how to communicate, where to talk, what to say at the right time. So communication is very, very important if you are really challenging yourself on recruitment, because recruitment is what grows business. But remember, when you are recruiting, don't just be a recruiter, be a sponsor. Have it at the back of your mind that until the person that brings to business make his first money, make his first check, make his first payment, I have not started with that person. So when you recruit somebody to business, you must still be with the person. Show the person what to do to make its first payment. Very important. To make his first income. Another thing is non-verbal communication. Remember that communication goes beyond words. Your non-verbal cues, such as body language, facial expression, and tone of voice, can significantly impact how your message is received. Be aware of your non-verbal signals and ensure they align with your intended message. What does this mean? Don't let your body language be different from what you are saying in your mouth. When you are telling people you will make money, don't let your body language be speaking the opposite. You know, actions, they say, speaks louder than voice. You don't understand? Imagine if I'm talking to you and I'm saying, you will make money, but I'm saying, but I'm still doing like this, What does it mean? It means the person hear what I say, you will make money. But the person is also reading my response, my action, my attitude. And the person is now confused. Does this person really mean what he's saying? Because his body language is looking different from what he's saying. So our body language is part of our communication, our facial expression, our tone of voice. You don't understand? How assertive are you about what you are saying, especially when you are saying people will get results and whatever you are saying, your opportunity will do for them. So you have to be very assertive. Your body language and the words of your mouth must speak the same thing. It must speak the same thing because they form your non-verbal communication. They form your what? Your non-verbal communication. Another thing is storytelling. Storytelling. Humans are wired for storytelling, and incorporating narratives into your communication can be powerful. That's why when you're talking to people, get stories. Get stories to say. Get something to say. Tell them about the story of someone. Look at when I started this meeting, I told you about how Afeez Tijani just got 100 million naira today. I know for some people, they say, what concerns Afeez Tijani with this meeting? But one way or the other, Afeez Tijani's 100 million naira will resonate in the mind of many people. Find stories. Especially when you have opportunities to talk to people. Find stories of success stories to tell, not failure stories. You don't understand? Because stories resonate into people's mind. In fact, there's this general saying I want you to learn, that facts tell, but stories sell. Facts tell, but stories sell. When you tell people about the fact of something, okay, the fact about this business is you come in, you get registered. You come in, you recruit. You come in, there's a product and service to render. But those are facts. Facts can be very boring sometimes, but stories can be very interesting. So imagine a story of how Afeez Tijani just got 100 million naira today. A lot of people will start asking questions. How did he do it? So storytelling, especially positive stories, raises interest and anxiety in people. They want to know more, and curiosity. They want to know more. But facts can be very boring. Facts can be very, very boring. Because the simple truth is, fact is all about the work you're going to do. So learn to tell stories. Stories goes a long way. So share success stories, testimonials, or personal experiences that illustrates the benefit and transformative power of your product or network marketing opportunity. Stories help to create an emotional connection and make your messages more memorable. So share stories. Share what? Share stories all the time. Share stories all the time. Share stories all the time. Now moving on. Feedback and adaptation. You need to always get feedback in what you're doing. Either you're a leader, either you're a team member. When you're talking to people, get feedback from them, for you to even know how you are doing and how you have communicated with them. Effective communication is a two-way process. Encourage feedback with from your audience, whether it is in the form of question, concern, or suggestion. Actively listening to their feedback and willing to adapt your communication approach if needed. This is the reason why you discover that every time I am on meetings like this, I will always say communicate, type on the chat box, let me know what you learned, let me know this, let me know that. Why? Because those are part of the ingredient of an effective communication. You are not just expected to just talk. What you are saying, are you even sure it is resonating in the mind of the people? Are they really getting it? Are they finding their bearing? Are they making things happen? So you must be sure that what you are saying is resonating in them. If it is not resonating in them, then you need to know that you didn't communicate well. So can you now see the reason why I do some things I do now? You don't understand. So in the real sense, you must always get feedback. When you talk to people, get feedback. You don't understand. You know, give room for questions. When you talk to people one-on-one, you have explained your opportunity, and after everything, tell the person, do you have any question? Let me take your question. Let me take your concern. What do you think about what I said? What do you think about the story of the man I said? You know, let the person connect back to you. Hear from the person. You will really know whether the person truly pay attention to what you have been saying, or the person did not, or the person did not, or the person did not. Another thing that is important is that you should practice and continual improvement. Nobody is an island. Nobody knows it all. Communication is a continuum. You just need to continue to improve yourself and continue to practice it. Communication skills can be earned through practice. Take every opportunity to communicate with different individuals, whether it's face-to-face, conversations, presentations, or written content. Seek feedback, evaluate your performance, and continually work on improving your communication skills. When you go into the bedroom, use the mirror in your bedroom to check, how are you even communicating? How do you even stand? What does your look even look like? You don't understand. You know, what is your body, your facial expression looking like? What is your body language even looking like? Read books that will help you to continue to improve yourself in the area you are communicating. Practice over and over and over and over and over. Every opportunity you have to talk to people is a practice. So keep doing it. Don't get tired. Don't say, I talked to them, they did not. Talk to 6 people and be expecting no. The 7th person can be your yes. But use the first 6 people to practice how to get yes from the 7th person. So continual practice, you know, by involving yourself will lead to your improvements. So lastly, you need to remember that effective communication is not just about selling or persuading. It's about building relationships, understanding others, and delivering value. By developing your communication skills, you can enhance your network marketing efforts and foster meaningful connection with your audience. So what does this mean? This means that it's not just about selling products. It's not just about pitching the business. It's about building rapport. It's about building connection. It's about building communication with people. You see, there's one thing about communication. It's a two-way thing. If somebody is not connected to you, you will know. If you can pay attention, you will know. So in the real sense, it goes a long way for you to understand what communication is all about. Today, I want to believe we have learned something about communication. Please let me know if you have learned something. If you have learned something, type on the chat box. Let's know what you have learned. Let's know what you have learned. Type. What have you learned today? Have you learned something? Have you learned something on effective communication? You can't recruit people, even if they help you talk to the person and the person pay for registration. You still have to communicate with the person after registration because communication continues. In fact, communication is more after the person has joined your team. You know, you need to show the person how the business work. You need to do induction. You need to do everything. You need to do kit opening. You need to do everything. So communication continues more even after the person has joined you. Type on the chat box. Let's know what you have learned today. What have you learned? What have you learned? What have you learned? What have you learned? For latecomers, it's unfortunate that we are finishing as they are joining. All right. So type on the chat box. Let's know what you have learned. Let's know what you have learned. Let's know what you have learned. Type it, type it, type it, type it. Omobolanle Azan said, learn that effective communication is not about selling but building relationships. Yes. Mopelola said communication is a two-way thing, so one should always expect a feedback. Folorunsho Shogbenga said communication is the key of the business, not just this business, but of every business. You don't understand? Of every business. If your customer does not really understand what you are saying, they will not really pick interest in what you are giving them. So if the people you are talking to do not understand what you are saying, then you are not just talking and talking in vain. So you need to know how to put what you are explaining in simpler terms. That's why in communication, you tell stories, you use stories to attract, you leave the fact aside. They will be learning the facts later. You don't understand? It goes a long way. You know, as their mind opens, they learn the facts. You don't just go to people and say, you know what, you come to business, you now grow from one level to another. You know, every month you now be doing personal points. No, that's not communication. In fact, you are confusing the person. You are supposed to make your communication simple and attractive. When the person comes in to join you, the person will be learning other things step by step. So it has to be simple and attractive. It's just as if you're a man who is temperamental, you know, but you know you need a woman that will be calm with you, you know, and when you want to woo the woman, you now say, you know, as you see me now, I'm very temperamental. I'm very, very temperamental. No. You will still woo the woman and say, you know what, I'll take care of you. You take it easy. It is after the woman has joined your relationship and you are showing yourself. That's when you now be letting the woman know that that's why you keep calm with me. You keep calm with me. So communication has to be very simple, smart. Simple, smart to get going with. You know, network marketing is a very wonderful business that requires hard work with smart work. You don't understand? Or hard work in a smart way. Smart way in the sense that you know what to say, when to say, and how to say it. Not just hard work and not just smart work. If you are just working smart in network marketing, you will become jack of all trades, master of none. Do you understand? So it's all about hard work and smart work all together. But communication is very important in business. Adeneka Shego said, I learned that if I communicate, I'm building up my business and increasing my self-confidence. That's the truth. That's the truth. Samuel Oyewole said, communication is key to promoting effective relationship in your business. Iretide said, one should have empathy. Yes, when you're communicating with people, there's a difference between sympathy and empathy. Don't forget that. When you are communicating with people, don't feel pity for them, but put yourself in their shoe. Don't say, this person is too broke. Where will he not get money to pay registration now? Maybe I should pay for him. No. If you are at that level, you are showing sympathy. But empathy is when you're putting yourself in the shoe of that person and you say, yes, yes, yes. The fact that he doesn't have money, that's why he needs to build this business. Because this business will help him to make money. Let me give you an instance. If somebody is sick, he has pain, and they rush the person to the hospital, and the doctor wants to stitch the pain, the bruise. The person is still feeling pain. What would the doctor say? Will the doctor stop from stitching because the person is feeling pain? No. And now, are you not trying to say that the doctor is a wicked person? No. The reason is because if the doctor feels sympathy, the person will die of infection from that pain. So what the doctor needs to do is to feel empathy. Empathy Empathy means the person should feel for, the doctor should feel for the person and look forward to how the person's problem can be solved as quick as possible, so that that open wound can be closed. So you don't feel sympathy, you feel empathy. You feel empathy, and that is when you can communicate effectively. That is when you communicate effectively with people. At this junction, it has been a fantastic meeting. It has been a wonderful one at that. It has been an amazing meeting, and we have learned a lot of communication. So congratulations to those who got sponsors reward today. Mr. Labaran Mohammed, how are you today? Can you unmute yourself? Have you gotten your alert? Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself and talk to us. Mr. Labaran, have you gotten alert? Confirm if you have gotten your alert. You are waving your hand, but a lot of people cannot see you. Try and see if you can unmute yourself and let us know. Ebodare Jennifer, are you there? Ebodare Jennifer, if you are there, please let us know. Congratulations for your sponsors reward. Confirm if you have gotten your alert. Ebodare Jennifer, we're waiting for you. God bless you. Is that Ebodage Jennifer or Nze Ngozi?
Nze Ngozi, he has gotten his alert, sir. He's trying to look for how he will mute himself so that he can talk.
Oh, okay, that's fantastic. Is it there with you? If it's there with you, if it's there with you, we will have loved to speak with him. So congratulations for your sponsors reward. You need to do more to get more. Do more to get more and keep working your business. You don't understand? And the same thing goes to every other person. For many of you who have people who are paid for registration for you, you don't get paid until you process their registration. So please go ahead and process their registration. It's not just about them paying for you. You need to do the work of processing their registration. You know, let them receive their registration kit. It goes a long way that you can apply for your reward. You can apply for your reward.